Okay, and we are rolling. 5, 6, 7, 8. Firms
Firms
in
in
the
the
sauce.
sauce.
Say what?
Firms in the sauce.
Elo. Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 2 of The Firms and the Sauce.
Woo!
Talk to me.
Happy October 1st, people.
October 1st. Last day of September was yesterday. Today is October 1st. It is currently 1:50 p.m. on a Tuesday. A lot better.
Crazy.
Crazy. The weather today is a lot better than the last time we did it. It was scorching. Not scorching. It was hot.
It was pretty scorching.
It was pretty hot last week.
Yeah.
And now we're doing it on the coldest day of
Yeah.
the week.
Yeah. It's
All right.
windy, as you can tell. And
Yeah.
our setting's a little bit different. But, you know, we roll with it.
We roll with it. All right.
Oh, by the way, in an effort to save the planet and help end plastic pollution,
Talking to Mike.
I'm here.
Talking to Mike.
We have boba again, but we've got it in glass bottles, courtesy of Tea Life.
Yeah.
By the way, San Jose, got to do a better job. I was researching boba places, and there's not many
Ooh.
that allows you
Calling y'all
allow
out.
you
Calling y'all
to
out.
bring your own bottles or
Calling
reusable
y'all
bottles,
out.
except Tea Life. So shout out to them, and they have bamboo
Yeah.
bamboo straws, which is awesome.
Yeah, this is awesome. Thank you for making an effort to save the planet.
Yeah, and for anyone who will ever guest on our show,
Right.
you will walk away
Hello.
with a glass bottle for your boba and a metal straw, which hasn't come in the mail yet, but you will get one, okay?
Talk to them. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for my.
Have had it with these mic stands.
You got to talk in the mic like this.
I know, I have it.
All right.
Okay.
You're okay. All right. So, with that being said, episode 2, actually, even before we start talking about episode 2, our feedback from
yes.
episode 1.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Guys, thank you.
I actually, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, a lot of people enjoyed that. So,
Yeah.
thank
And
you.
a lot of you guys are asking for us to be on, like, the podcast app. So,
Yeah, which we will soon.
yeah, we will soon.
That's a promise. So thank you for the support. Continue listening. Share us, whether it be IG, YouTube, whatever it may be. Thank you for the support, and stay tuned because episode 2 starts right now. All right. Speaking of episode 2, let's get right to it.
Yeah.
All right. So we made a little video on IG last night, a little on our story, saying, "Hey, tell us about your paranormal, your scary stories, your folklores, your urban legends."
Yeah, in the spirit of Halloween, we
Yeah.
figured this episode would be dedicated to the paranormal and all of that it entails.
Exactly.
So, I actually did a poll asking people, do you guys believe in ghosts or the paranormal, spirits, whatever it may be? And 90% of whoever answered, 90% said yes, and 10% said no.
Mm.
Interesting.
Even before we start, do you believe in ghosts?
Oh, yeah.
You believe in ghosts? All right,
I see ghosts.
Way to start the podcast off. All right, so what we did was your replies that you gave us, we actually put those replies in this little, go ahead, show the case, that bucket hats. All right.
Bucket hat, everybody.
All right.
Can't be any more Bay Area than that. A bucket hat. Here's your straw.
That was like 4 years ago, maybe even 5. I still rock with bucket hats. So what we're going to do is this. Explain to them what we're going to do with the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, explain to them.
So this is kind of going to be a recurrent thing on our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Every episode, it'll be a different thing, but we're always going to be using a hat
Yup.
to pick your questions, your suggestions out of, and pretty much, read it, go into it, have a conversation. So we really encourage you whenever we do these polls to answer them because you can be on the podcast.
Exactly. Welcome to episode 2.
You said that like 10 times already.
I know, I like saying that.
Okay,
Yeah.
try it.
All right, I'm going to try it. This is my first time trying it. This
yeah.
is Matcha Sensation, again, from Tea Life.
We pretty much got the same thing, except mine has Vietnamese coffee in it and coffee jelly, and his is just matcha with like milk and
I taste
boba.
that matcha.
It's good.
That's macho right there.
Can I try?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is it boba good?
I probably should have shaken it a little more.
Oh yeah.
That's some strong stuff.
It's good. It's good.
All right. So,
Okay.
without further ado, let's go ahead and pick out a suggestion.
Yeah.
A little thing that we're gonna read off.
Wait, you asked me if I believe in ghosts.
Absolutely.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Absolutely. I've never seen one. All right, that's how I'm going to start this off. I have never seen a ghost. My family has, according to them. I have yet seen one.
I'm going to share something with you guys. I mentioned earlier I see ghosts. That's actually false. I don't see ghosts, but I can feel them. I feel spirits whenever I walk into a place. Not all the time, though. Like, I can't, it's not instantly that I feel it with every place that I go to, but it happens randomly at random places. I know that if I'm walking to an environment, I can feel if there's a spirit that's not really wanting any humans around, or, you know, if it's good or if it's bad. And I've had situations like that. You know that.
Yeah. You know, even before picking up from our hat over there, shout out to them one time. All right. Remember that one time we went to Pismo?
Oh, yes.
We went to Pismo Beach probably 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And after the trip, we're on our way back to a different place. And then I look at her and I'm like, hey, I didn't want to say anything in there, but it felt kind of weird in that Airbnb that we stayed at.
Yeah.
And we didn't say anything about it until afterwards because we didn't want to like ruin the trip or anything. But anyways.
Nothing. It's just we have some guests in the back there. And
Guess shout out to them one time. Shout out to y'all one time.
Okay. We could talk more about that in a little bit, but let's pick out of the hat.
Absolutely. All right. First one.
Okay. This is from Nelsie.
Okay,
Hi,
shout out Nelsie one time. I know she wants to be a guest. Okay.
This is, she said, Filipino. It looks like you said Filipino folk love.
Shout out to my handwriting.
Filipino folklore.
Okay.
Aswang manananggal. I've never heard of this one.
I had to ask my mom about that one.
Tikbalang? What's that?
Tikbalang, I think.
White lady. Okay, I don't know what that is. What is tikbalang?
All right. So, well, first of all, the question was, do you believe in ghosts? All right. Or do you believe in the paranormal? Let's talk about Filipino folklore.
Okay. What's tikbalang?
A tikbalang. So I think, all right, my Filipinos out there, my aunties, my uncles, titos, titas, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's like with a horse or something. I don't know if it's either half horse, half human or something like that.
Okay.
And I don't really know the story. My mom didn't even really know about it.
Okay.
She was like, ask your dad, but he was in the shower. So I was like,
yeah, I'm interested. If you know more about what that is, I'd like to know because I've never heard of it.
comment below.
But I do know about
What?
the manananggal.
Talk to me.
Do you know what that is?
No.
No?
No.
That's like one of the most famous ones.
Talk to me.
So pretty much, it's like a ghost. Not a ghost, but a figure that
Talk to the mic. Talk to the mic.
I am talking to the mic. Stop. A figure that will appear mostly around pregnant women, and they're trying to prey on their fetus. So their body is separated from their torso, and they kind of just like appear and try to eat your baby.
Isn't that the aswang?
No, aswang is different.
What's aswang?
Aswang is different. It's like a Filipino version of a witch, but I know that a manananggal is specifically prey on pregnant women.
So isn't aswang the half lady too?
What was that? Was that me?
Isn't the aswang like the half lady? I don't know. That was weird. Speaking of spooky, half. Isn't that thing that flies too? Right? Aswang.
We're getting mixed up here.
Isn't that the aswang?
Aswang is like a Filipino witch.
I don't know. I think.
Well,
Okay.
What do you know?
That's the
to
thing.
be
Like
an aswang?
she prays for pregnant people. She has half a body or something like that. And when like you see her, you put like salt. And
Yeah.
Isn't that the aswang?
I don't know. All I know is that a manananggal prey on pregnant women. Aswang, I don't think an aswang is just specific to pregnant ladies.
Okay. So it's just anybody.
Yeah.
From like
Yeah,
the area.
and a white lady
There you go.
is kind of like, you guys have seen The Ring. It's iconic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Film. It's pretty much like The Ring.
Right.
A lady in a white dress, long black hair.
Yeah.
And they say that it's like one of the like most frequent ghosts.
Occurrences.
Yeah, occurrences, because they just come out of nowhere in the backseat of your car, while you're driving, while you're walking, while you're sleeping.
Hello. My uncle saw that.
Everything. Who, Uncle?
Uncle Ray.
Oh.
He said that he saw. Remember I told you that story? He was like a security guard and whatnot back in the day. And he saw a white lady. My dad said that he saw a white lady. My aunt said she saw a white lady. I see white ladies every day in the United States. You feel me?
You're so dumb. Okay. All right.
But next.
And
Thank you, Nelsie.
No.
We'll find that. We'll find that. All right, here we go. All right, this is the 13th time by Roland. All right, so I think I know what the story is, but I cannot share it out loud.
Why?
It's just one of those things where
I don't think I know the story.
The 13th time. Okay, so how many hours are in a day?
24 hours.
24 hours in a day, right? Some people like to pleasure themselves once or twice a day.
Okay.
This dude did it 13 times.
Wait, that doesn't fall into the category.
Next question, Roland. Why? Come on now, Ro.
That's a lot of time.
Shout out to Roland for submitting that. That is a scary story. Okay.
Okay. Hey, I wrote this too.
What?
The pizza delivery guy.
Yep.
In Tahoe.
This is a good one.
That was more than a coincidence. Dun dun.
Shout out to Tina for submitting that. Okay.
You share that story.
Okay, so just real quickly, about 2, maybe 3 years ago, a lot of friends and a lot of our friends, Cherry and I, went to Lake Tahoe for a trip, and things were kind of weird in the like the first night. So first of all, even before this happened, this coincidence, the pizza delivery guy, remember we were playing football in the back, and all of a sudden there's this guy who comes in. Oh, I'm just here to check some random guy, right, with like tools.
Oh yeah.
I'm just here to check the heater or something like that.
I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, but the Airbnb people never said that to us, but we're just like, well, he looks like he plays the part, so let him do his thing. Nothing happened.
Yeah, this was the second night this happened.
Second night.
Yeah. What were we doing? Oh, we were telling scary stories.
We're telling scary stories, guys.
We were in the dark.
In the dark.
There was like maybe 16 of us. We were in a big circle, and pretty much we would go up one by one to share stories.
Absolutely. It was Juan. Juan was the one telling a scary story. Shout out to Juan real quick.
My memory doesn't even extend that far. I forgot who was telling the story.
He was telling a scary story.
Yeah.
He was I don't know who he was talking about, but he was talking about so and so.
Oh, I think I know. He was talking about his experience in the Philippines. Was that the one about his cousin? Do you not remember?
I remember the nun.
Was that the one?
I don't know if it was that one, but what he said was something, knock on the door.
Oh my God, I don't even remember that. Okay.
Something about knocking on the door. 3 seconds in.
Oh yes, it was a dream.
Yes.
Someone was knocking on the door. Okay.
Someone's knocking on the door. And 3 seconds later, not even that.
Swear.
Someone knocks on our door. So we're freaking out. Like, what?
We lost it. And
did.
one of our friends was like, should I get my gun?
I told. Anyways, so I think it was Juan. He was right next to the door. And the guy was like, anyone order a pizza?
Yeah, the guy was a pizza delivery guy.
Pizza guy. And then we're just like.
But it was just so... No. He went to the wrong house.
But here's the thing.
Wrong house.
The wrong house, right? So our address at that house was, I think, like 1250 or something like I don't 1250. He goes, "Isn't this 668 blah 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 drive?"
Yeah, it was like totally off.
Bro, this is 1250. You know.
Yeah.
And by the way, this was like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I think it could have been like 11 almost. So
Yeah, it was
something
really
didn't add
late.
up.
Yeah.
And we're just like,
We were all
okay,
spooked.
Yeah.
We kind of just were like,
I think we're
what
done.
happened? Yeah,
Yeah.
we stopped. We stopped, I think.
Now here's the thing. I thought no, I'm thinking realistically. Is someone trying to rob us? You know,
Yeah, I
like,
remember you saying that.
I was like, someone trying to play games with us, trying to rob us. Nothing happened, but that was that coincidence. That was a pizza delivery story in Tahoe.
Yeah.
Weird.
Weird.
Talk to me.
Okay.
All right.
Is it your turn? It's your turn.
Oh, my turn. Okay.
We're just, whoa, my voice cracked. Sticking this.
Okay, so this is by Soch, and the question she responded to was, "What's your favorite movie?" She said, "Hocus Pocus."
Hocus Pocus.
Hey, don't make fun of me.
That is a classic.
It is a classic. Shout out to Disney horror movies one time.
I
Yeah.
hate scary movies.
Mhm.
I've always hated scary movies, and I still kind of do, but I kind of have no choice because I'm dating you.
Hello.
And
I'm the scary movie itself.
he coerces me. Coerce?
I don't know.
COER.
I don't force you to do it.
That is a lie. You make
I'm
me
just like-
feel bad.
I'm just like, hey, it'll be a good movie. I'm there. That's what I say. That's what, you know.
So
I'm
pretty much
sorry.
I have no choice
Yeah.
but to watch the movies. And so I'm kind of desensitized to it now. But I don't enjoy it.
Sorry.
If there was any Halloween movie that I would have to pick that I like, it would be Hocus Pocus. But it's not really
It's not scary. It's
Yeah.
just it's a comedic horror film.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus is it's okay.
Halloween Town. There you go.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's a classic. I'm fine with scary movies. It's okay. Like
Yeah.
I'll watch it. But the movies that I don't like that like really scare me are the paranormal, the ones that like have possessions, the ones that actually happen to people in real life, because that I don't mess with that.
Those are my favorite type of movies because it could happen, right? Anything can happen.
Hard pass.
All right, I'm with it though. Shout out to Soch for recommending or for submitting Hocus Pocus.
I think this question is also, do you believe in ghosts?
Okay.
By Shannon.
Shannon, that is my cousin's girl. Yeah. Okay.
She says, yes, I do. I've seen one when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Capre, white lady, dark shadow woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean,
she's seen it.
yeah. So white lady, it's a common thing to see in the Philippines.
I've never seen a ghost in the Philippines, but at my grandma, my Lola and my Lola's house, and Lolo's house, we
Right.
have a big mango tree.
Okay.
And my cousins always used to tell me that they would see ghosts, like white lady and stuff, like in the middle of the night if you were sleeping and you opened your eyes, and because the mango tree would hover over our
Yes,
like
I love it.
window,
I love
and
it.
then the bed is right here and the window's right here. So if you open your eyes, you could see it.
She'll be
So
like,
every every time I slept in that room, which was not often, I did not look up to see anything. Or I just didn't even open my eyes.
I just be like,
That's too
hey,
scary.
what's up, girl?
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. All right.
Okay. We
thank you, Shannon.
are almost 19 minutes in.
Oh, okay. So the same question is, do you believe in ghosts? This is by Christine, my friend Christine. I bought macaroons from her one time. Hell yes. Was just talking about this an hour ago. Light switch physically turned on one night.
Oh my
I love that.
God.
love
I
that.
would scream.
Physically.
Oh, I kind of have the same experience like that. It
When?
wasn't a light switch. I swear.
We'll-
These mic
we'll,
stands
We'll
don't
get
like
better
me.
mic stands.
Mic stands. No, a similar experience. It wasn't
Yeah.
with lights, but it was with doorknobs. So I was raised in Elk Grove. In my parents' house, backstory. When we moved into that house, maybe like it was 3 years into that house, my sisters got a Ouija board.
Oh.
And I never participated in it, but the room that they played the Ouija board in was the master bedroom. So 2 stories up you go up the stairs, and the master bedroom is kind of like facing right when you hit the end of the staircase. So they played it there, no big deal. I didn't follow them, but the place that I had the most paranormal experience was in that room. But I never really, like, I thought I was just making things up in my head. I didn't really realize that I had the ability to really sense things and feel spirits and all of that until like much later. So it wasn't until one night I was sick. And
Sorry for the wind.
yeah, it's windy. My dog was in there with me, and it was like 3, of course, in the morning. And all of a sudden, I never locked the door, but all of a sudden, I hear the doorknob shaking as if the door, door was locked and someone was trying to get in. And you know that you've tried to like shake the door to try to open it, and it was loud. It wasn't like subtle. And I was awake. Like I was awake because I was watching American Dragon on Disney Channel. That was way back in the day, and I knew I was awake. So, like, when I told my sisters, I told some friends, they're like, you were sick, you're just, imagining things. And I was like, no, that can't be. So then I was like, whatever about it. A couple months later, same thing happened, but it was in the afternoon.
Yeah.
My dad was downstairs
Ooh.
making some lunch. And I'm in the room just by myself. I don't know what I was doing, watching TV or something. And then the door was closed, but it wasn't locked. And it happened again. And I opened the door. Of course, your first instinct, like, if you've ever been in that situation, you're not scared. Like, I don't know what, like, takes over you, but you're just curious to see what's on the other end. So I opened the door, and I'm like, no one's there. So I walk downstairs. I'm like, Dad, like, were you trying to get upstairs? He's like, no, I've been down here the entire time. And I was just like, what is happening? But yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of like I guess poltergeist.
Is it? I
stuff?
thought no. I thought poltergeist is like when they actually like hurt you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right.
We should do more research on that.
Poltergeist is
Don't
when
quote
like
us.
is when you are in situations in which like people actually or spirits are actually trying to hurt you.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
I only want good spirits. Good spirits. Good spirits.
Anyway, yeah. That was
another
pretty
submission
creepy.
by Shannon. Favorite scary movie? Reincarnation, Japanese movie. The Shudder. I heard about The Shudder. It's a Thai movie and coming soon. I never heard of that one, but that's also a Thai movie. Asian horror films in general a lot scarier than American horror.
That is very true.
Horror films. The one that comes into mind is Ju-on.
Ju-on?
I think it's called Ju-on. It's The Grudge. That's where The Grudge came from.
I've never heard of
Or
that.
is it The Ring? Ringu. Ju-on. That's where The Grudge came from.
I've never seen that.
I watched it before.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool.
My turn.
Oh, sorry. That's right. Sorry. She really wants to talk. Go ahead.
I don't know. Oh, I think this question was from your thing. You asked, do you believe in ghosts? Because Shoshana said...
Again. So Shahana again.
Yay!
Let's
Is
say
that
that.
how you
Let's
say
say that
that?
in the same time.
Okay.
Let's see how I say it. Let's say it. You say it.
Okay.
One,
3, 2...
1, 2, 3.
Ya yeet. Is that how you say it?
I guess.
Oh, okay. I'd love to hear you say that one time.
Ya yeet.
Okay.
All right. Let's keep going. The evening pizza delivery guy. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
this
We
is-
already told that story.
Yeah, that's from
Okay,
Tina.
Okay.
Go ahead. Your turn. Sorry about that. Your turn.
The Orphanage by Alyssa. So, favorite scary movie, I guess, was the question? What's The
That's
Orphanage?
by a film by I think it's by Guillermo del Toro. By the way, great director. I haven't seen The Orphanage though.
I've seen The Orphan.
Me too. Ooh, The Orphan. That's a speaking
Which,
of
by the way,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys watch JK News, but they just covered this story. And I was telling Gerald about this last night.
yeah, it kind of gave me the creeps.
Yeah, because
Weird.
it's like the movie The Orphan in real life that happened a couple years ago, but is resurfacing now because of whatever issue. But pretty much, this couple had adopted this Ukrainian girl, and she had some sort of illness that had caused her to kind of like she had some sort of illness where her bones weren't like developing normally, so she was pretty much a dwarf. But then, like when they were doing studies, they discovered that she's not really 6 years old. That she was actually much older. She was like 22 years old.
22.
Because she had like pubic hair, like full-grown teeth, like the whole thing, like that, everything that resembles a true adult. And this little girl tried to kill the mom multiple times. She tried to push her in front of an electronic gate, tried to poison her by putting bleach in her coffee. And when the mom was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm trying to poison you." So it was this whole controversy that the parents were legally able to change her age from 6 to 22 because they had proven that she was not in fact 6 years old, and that she was, in their words, a psychotic child.
Oh my. See?
And the story goes on, but it's pretty interesting. You should look into it if you're interested. But
just Google like Indiana couple adoption.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah. Oh, but the orphanage, we have yet to see that.
Yeah, we haven't seen that
We're
yet.
going to put it in our list, though, because Guillermo del
You're
Toro
going to put it on your list.
is a great director. All right, let's keep on going. Ghost hunting in high school.
Uh-oh.
All right, this is all me right here. Back in the day, senior year, 10 years ago, class of 2009. This is submitted by Julie. She's a year younger than I am, but we used to go ghost hunting. A whole bunch of friends and I. And basically, there's a lot of, by the way, where you're at earlier, right? It could have been in that area, actually.
East San Jose?
Kind of. More like Evergreen-ish area. San Felipe Road.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you've told me this.
All right, so San Felipe Road is in San Jose. That's another, like, ghost hunting.
I'm going to restart this really quick, okay? We're 27 minutes. Ready? Go.
Okay. So San Felipe Road in San Jose, and also Marsh Road here in Milpitas. All right, two very popular ghost hunting spots.
Isn't Marsh Road blocked off now? Or you said part of it
It's kind of weird. You kind of just have to, like, go for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, continue your story.
But yeah, so we used to go ghost hunting back in the day in high school, and a whole bunch of us. It was really fun, and it used to be like 12 o'clock at night all the way to like 5 a.m.
Yeah, the things you used to do when you were back then, right?
Yeah,
like when
crazy stuff.
Internet wasn't such a big deal.
Yeah, right. So ghost hunting, and so that was really fun. We did that pretty much all through winter, and it was we didn't. No one really. We experienced some things, but it could have just been by coincidence. But yeah, ghost hunting back in the day was great. If you're watching this and you know what I'm talking about, you know exactly how fun that was. I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are watching or hearing this right now, have ghost hunted before.
I've never done that.
Let's try it one time.
No, thank you.
But Marsh Road, in Milpitas, that's our little thing over here. They even made a movie about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
didn't you tell that story about when when Roland, the handprints?
Oh yeah, I think it was in Marsh Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, we so our friend Roland, very good guy. He's gonna be my future best man. He's a badass. He'll do whatever, right? He goes to Marsh Road and goes by himself, while my friends and I are like half a mile away. He goes by himself in the dark with a flip camera. Okay, flip camera. This is so old. Okay, and we found handprints in his car. According to him, it could have been the ghost. But also the flip camera, right? I tried to upload the videos on my computer, but it was like late at night, so I was like, I'll just look at it tomorrow. And when I tomorrow morning, and when I try to look at the videos, all the videos were gone.
And he said he didn't delete it.
No. Weird.
Oh,
shout out to Marsh Road. Shout out to San Felipe. Next.
Oh my God.
What?
What is happening?
What?
Oh my God. Someone's out to get this. You were just talking about Marsh Road, right?
Yeah.
This says talk about Marsh Road.
Show them.
Talk about Marsh Road. I don't even know.
Oh, by Camacho.
This is
this is
flip.
Yeah. We just talked about it. Someone's here, someone's watching, someone is hearing us.
I'm scared.
Spooky season. Shout out to Camacho for submitting that. But we already talked about it, so on to the next.
Oh, cool. Glitch in Matrix, submitted by Ivy. So at first I was like, what is a glitch in Matrix? Like, is that a movie I've never seen? But no, actually, pretty much. Do you know what a
Yes.
glitch in Matrix is?
We just did a glitch in the Matrix.
Exactly.
We talked about
That
something
was
that was
just a glitch in the Matrix.
Right.
Pretty much like deja vu,
Yeah.
like the unexplainable.
right.
Have you ever experienced something like that where you're like,
Yes. This is called the Mandela effect. Okay? I want you to do you know anything about the Berenstain Bears?
Bearstein Bears?
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Spell it for me. Spell Berenstain.
BEARENSTEIN.
Okay? Go ahead, use my phone,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And I want you to Google Berenstain Bears.
No, I'm scared.
Just Google it. It's nothing. I'll put it up right now. Go into Google. Type Berenstain Bears. Okay. Just
It's
typing.
a book series.
It's a book series, yeah. Little
Okay.
cute bears. How did you spell it versus how did Google spell it?
I spelled it like a bear, like
Yep.
BEAR, and they spelled it BERENSTAIN.
So why did you spell it like Berenstain? Like how the way you spelled it?
Why are you looking at me like that? You're scaring me.
That's called the Mandela effect. The whole time, it was always spelled Berenstain Bears. But didn't you spell it the way you spelt it?
Yeah.
Okay, another Mandela effect is this.
Wait,
This
I
is like a
don't
glitch.
get
No,
it.
this is like a glitch in the Matrix. Because our mind wants us to think one thing, but in reality, it's something else.
So do you believe in deja vu?
Yes, absolutely.
So do you think that that means that you have experienced something before in a different life? Or that, yeah,
Something's already planned, and you just
because some people, I
Right.
mean, there's different theories about deja vu.
yeah.
I think that it's exactly that like you have lived a different life. I feel like you are constantly living a different life.
Yeah.
And so I think deja vu is like you feel like it's familiar to you because you've experienced it in a different life before.
Right.
Do you think the same?
Absolutely. I hate to say it, but absolutely. Did Luke did Darth Vader ever say, "Luke, I am your father"? From Star Wars. Did he ever say that?
I'm going to guess no. I don't watch Star Wars, but
Okay.
I'm going to guess. Wait, yes.
Did he say that?
I don't know.
So you never watched it, but you've heard that before,
I've
right?
heard it before,
He never says it.
but then
Where did it come from?
yeah.
Let me pull
Are
it
you
up.
sure? People always say that.
Did he? Did he not? Okay, we'll find out. Go ahead and Google that.
I don't want to Google it.
Okay, fine. This is the Mandela effect. Trust me, it's a
Is
thing.
the Mandela effect the same as the glitch in the Matrix?
Could be.
Okay.
Could
I
be.
don't like this podcast. I'm getting creeped out.
It's okay. I
Okay,
love
you
this
pick.
kind of stuff.
You
Oh,
pick.
sorry. Shout out to DI Traveler. This is Ira. Do you believe in ghosts? Absa-ghostly. Yes. Okay. I'm going to pick another one.
Okay.
Got a couple more.
I cut my hair, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Look at you.
Back
Looking
to,
cute.
like,
Hi.
Back to black.
Y'all.
My natural.
Say it to me.
In the spirit of Halloween.
Jamila. Shout out to Jamila for responding. Yes, I believe in ghosts.
Okay, my turn.
All right.
My turn. Oh, there's only 2 more left.
Told you.
Okay, good. 'Cause this podcast is going on and on.
No, it's okay.
Ira says Conjuring.
Oh, The Conjuring.
The Conjuring. You like The Conjuring,
I
right?
do. I actually really enjoy it. The last
Is
one
The
was,
Conjuring the one where they're like in the closet and they're like this?
Yup.
I felt like that movie was funny. Like
Funny.
It was like scary funny to me. Like when they weren't they starting to crawl on the walls and stuff? Wasn't towards the end?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, like I thought that was weird. I hate when
Watch
movies
it at
do.
night
I hate.
by yourself.
I was watching in the Philippines at night with my cousins.
Yeah.
I hate when movies do that.
Yeah.
Like, why you gotta crawl on the walls?
I know.
It's weird.
My favorite crawling on the wall, Hereditary.
Oh, that movie
Oh
was just
man,
weird. Like,
that was my
nasty.
stuff. Hereditary, Midsommar.
Oh, I don't even want to watch that.
Oh man, these are the type of
The
movies I
only
love.
thing, when you say Hereditary, the only thing that comes to my mind was when she was sticking her head out. Oh, no.
Yep. Don't spoiler.
Sorry.
Some people never watched it, but yeah, that
You should not watch it.
You should watch it.
No.
Hereditary.
Okay, there's the last one.
Last one.
All our papers are flying off.
Aw,
Put it in
we'll
the back
collect
in there.
this. Okay. All right. So last one. Oh, you want me to pick? I'm just gonna
Yeah,
pick it
yeah.
up. All right. Last one is wait, glitch in the Matrix. Wait.
Oh, whoa. Why
we
is
talk-
that?
It's a glitch.
What's happening?
It's a glitch. We were supposed to
is
pick this
happening?
last. We were supposed to pick
I'm
this
so
last.
freaked out. I'm about to cry.
Don't cry. Maybe it'll get us. No, don't cry. It's okay.
I really don't like it. I don't
I
like
love this kind of
it.
stuff.
You guys,
This is the Mandela
I'm
effect.
freaked out.
This is the Mandela effect.
Can you put it back?
Sure, it'll be a glitch. I'm gonna pick it back out.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't
All right,
want it.
that's
Please.
the glitch.
No, we're done with it. We're done. We're done.
All right, and are we done?
No, we're not.
No, we're
done.
not. Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess we should wrap it up because we're
We're not.
time is going
If people
on.
like us to listen.
But
Yeah.
let's see. What else? What else should we? Any finishing thoughts?
I just really like this season. Fall.
You said that
scary
last
stuff. I know,
episode.
I know, but the scary stuff. This is what, every night. I haven't done this in a while. Actually, sorry. I watch scary stuff. Little documentaries.
He does.
My favorite movie.
I'm already
though.
asleep by then.
What's your favorite movie? Scary movie. Do you have one?
No, I told you. I told you. Hocus
yeah.
pocus. If I had to choose one.
Ready
Excuse
for
me.
mine? We talked about this before. Lake Mungo.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty scary movie.
That's the one. Because it's not a movie. It's a documentary.
But it's like a movie.
Yeah.
I
like my joke.
I just licked my snot.
Oh, tasty. Oh, that's the glitch in the Matrix. Lake
Let's
Mungo.
see.
If you guys never heard about it, just watch the trailer on it. YouTube it.
Yeah, I guess like for me,
Yeah.
maybe the reason why I don't like scary things is because I relate too much to it. Like I'm really sensitive to it because I'm not kidding you guys. Like I really do sense spirits. I sense things and like I'm a Pisces, and to all my fellow Pisces out there, you know how in tune we are with our inner higher being, and we're so sensitive to a lot of like emotions around us to begin with, but there are some Pisces people out there that are just extra more in tune with it all.
Yeah.
And so I thought, like I said before, like I thought I was just like making things up in my head. I thought I was just going crazy. And then I didn't realize it until I met my dad's sister.
Talk to them.
And she was visiting. She was visiting from Austria. This was when my dad passed away. This was about 4 or 5 years ago. And she was in that room that I talked about earlier, where I experienced the doorknob. And she was just acting weird from the very beginning. We were having dinner. No. This was before my dad passed away, because he was having dinner with me and my aunt. We were sitting on the table. All of a sudden, she gets up from her chair. She goes to the living room. She spits on the ground. She says, "Get out of my brother's house. You're not welcome here. Get out." And I'm looking at my dad like, what just happened? And she sat back down, and we're like, is everything okay? And she's like, yeah, everything's fine. Like as if she didn't just do that. And I
Right.
was like, what is happening?
I got goosebumps, by the way, just now.
And then my dad's like, of course, trying to. She just came from Austria to visit us, so he's trying to catch up. He wants me to like bond with her. So she's staying in the master bedroom. She's like, and my dad was telling me to go up there and settle her in. I'm walking up the stairs. She's unpacking her luggage, and then she stops and she looks at me. You're my niece, right? And I'm like, yes. And she's smiling. And she's like, okay, just making sure. And I was just so freaked out. I was so scared.
Yeah.
And then she's sleeping, like she's trying to sleep. It's like midnight, past midnight. And she comes like running down the stairs. I'm in the living room with my dog. And then she's like, "Is there something you're not telling me about that room? Like, is there a reason why you put me in that room?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "Is this house blessed?" And I was like, "I think so." And she's like, "I hear like footsteps. I hear things on the wall. Like there's something that's not right in that room." And I was so mind blown because I was like, I thought that was just me. And like, she was like, "No, like I feel things. Your dad's brother feels, your dad's, like not brother, sister, other sister feels things. And like my half brothers, they all sense it too. My sisters, my full sisters, they don't experience any of this. It was just me." But it, it runs in the family, and it sounds like it should be scary, right? But then like when things happen to me that I like sense things, I just, if it's really bad, if I feel like it's really unsafe, I really get affected and I do get scared. But that's very rarely. Like, remember that one time in the old apartment when I was in the other room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But
she just.
and so that's
she
why, yeah, and that's why I don't really like to like put myself in that position because I'm so susceptible to
Right.
to things like that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that story was, you should share that story.
It's interesting because since I don't see things. Maybe I feel things sometimes, but you know, um, that's the reason why I might be drawn to scary movies.
Maybe people are like
You know,
that
it's
because
like-
they're curious, right? Like
right.
they
until something
right.
happens.
Yeah.
But something has yet to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't plan on like searching for something to happen, but I do believe in
So
ghosts.
many things just happened just now.
Yeah, that's true. Could have been a glitch
Glitz.
in the Matrix.
But no.
Yeah.
No. Share that story about when we were first like freshly dating, and
Okay.
in the bedroom next to yours. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? Like
Like-
how you just.
Yeah.
Okay. I was in the other room, right? Correct me.
Mhm.
And then you were just chilling in the other room.
Mhm.
That's okay. Yeah. So that's what I just had to recollect my thoughts, my memory. I think I was in my room, all right, just playing PlayStation or something on the computer or something, or watching something. And Cherry, I had a room next to my room, which was just an empty room, probably a TV and a bed, right? TV and a chair or something. So she's just doing her thing there, and all of a sudden, she just starts kind of hyperventilating. She just needed me to hug her. I don't know what happened, but she said, "I don't feel right," and I'm just like, okay, tell me. She's like, "Did something happen in this room?" And something did happen in that room. We had an older couple that used to rent out that room, and they didn't die in the room, but just some weird things happened in that room, close to death scenarios. But I never
The
told her
husband
about
died,
it.
right? The
Not
husband.
he died, but
He
not
not in that room.
not in
but
that
then
room.
she was still alive and
Yeah.
living there. Yeah.
And it was just
Yeah,
weird.
it just felt so sad. Like every
Yeah.
time I was in that room, like I felt like it just
Yeah.
didn't want anyone there. Like
Yeah.
it just was so sad that I started to cry because it was so sad. Like I felt the sadness and it was painful.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah. And so
It's just weird because I never told her.
he had never told me that until that moment.
The only really weird thing that ever happened to me in that old apartment was I was asleep, and remember,
Oh, you told me this.
and then like, okay, so maybe you guys can relate as well. When you sleep, maybe you can see like the crack underneath your door. So we had a little nightlight that looked, outside my door that looked through the hallway. Maybe you guys have that as well. And you can kind of tell if someone is walking past by your door or hear things as well. I was the only one there, okay, sleeping, and all of a sudden, I'm just looking at that little crack in the door, and I just saw
No.
Footsteps. Just
Did you hear it too?
I can't tell because I don't know if I was I don't know if I was dreaming. I don't know, but I just I'm like, okay, I'm done.
We didn't have ELO back then.
So that's like my only weird thing, but I don't know if I was, you know what I mean,
Dreaming or awake.
dreaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
But good episode.
It is a good episode. That's all
That's pretty
we
much
have.
it.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's leave. Let's leave this on a good note.
are you serious? I just
As soon as I said let's leave this on a good note,
Happy October, folks. I swear, if you crack that, that's new. That's like a week old.
we're good.
Oh my
We're
god.
good.
Shout out
Oh
to
my
Life
gosh,
Proof.
we're good. We're good. Okay, nothing happened. We're good. Thank you for the phone case and the. Okay, this is weird. Okay, we really got to leave
This
this.
is like a weird
Yeah.
episode.
We
You guys-
really got to leave this on a good note.
Oh, I forgot to mention one thing.
Okay,
Um,
that was weird.
it's
That sounds fine.
duende. We didn't talk about duendes.
Duende, what's that?
You don't know what a duende is?
The witch.
No.
Wind, Casper.
Educate this guy about Filipino folklore.
Sorry. Okay.
Duende in
Duende.
the Philippines. They're dwarves. Pretty much
Oh,
dwarves.
okay. I think my aunt has seen one before. Go ahead,
I've
talk to
never
me.
seen one, but I always hear about it. And they're pretty common too, like white ladies, but pretty much like they reside in like under the ground and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of them do. And that's why, in the Philippines, people often will pee on the side of the road. They'll stomp on the
Yeah.
ground, blah, blah, blah. So it is common courtesy to always say, tabi tabi po, like please make room for me.
Oh,
Because if you pee and there's a duende that's living underground, then they, legend has it that they are pretty much out to get you. And
I remember my mom, when I lived in the Philippines, we had like a jungle in the back.
really?
Yeah, it's really
Cool.
it's a nice place. But she's like, okay, we're gonna go to your neighbors, but you have to say bare bare bare. That was our language.
What is it?
Bare bare
It
bare.
sounds like a song.
Bare bare bare. Bare bare bare. Bare bare bare. Bare bare. But yeah, she used to tell me. No, she used to say that, and I was like, okay. my nana too.
She saw a duende?
No, she just say just say it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
She used to hold my hand. I remember it was cute.
Yeah.
But now I get it. So you have your part of the Philippines says that.
Tabi tabi po. That's
Tabi
a
po.
Tagalog.
Oh, Tagalog. Man.
Tabi tabi po.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
Maybe we should end it in that note. I'm gonna say bare bare bare. Tabi tabi po.
What is it?
Tabi tabi po. Okay. But thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, I hope that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. A
It is
little weird.
Creepy.
I like it though. This is episode 2. Let's leave this in a good note.
All right, and
All right.
that's episode 2 of The Firms and the Sauce. And
5, 6, 7. Is it 3, 2? Are we good? I always say 5, 6, 7, 8. We say 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 is fine.
5, 6, 7, 8. Firms and the sauce. Say what?
Firms and the Sauce.
Elo. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for episode 3.